Hi and welcome to BiaCare TV. This edition is devoted to presenting measuring instructions for a custom LegAssist Thigh High garment. We start by marking the landmarks on the patient's leg. With the patient standing, wrap the measuring tape around the leg with the top edge positioned at the bottom of patella. Do not pull the tape tight, just apply light tension to hold it against the skin. Mark leg at this edge of the tape at the anterior, lateral, posterior, and medial aspects, and record the circumference on the line labeled bottom of patella 0 point. Encircle the leg with the bottom edge of the tape measure aligned with the ankle bend. Mark leg at this edge of the tape at the anterior, lateral, posterior, and medial aspects, and record the circumference on the line labeled ankle bend. Next, encircle the leg with the bottom edge of the tape measure aligned with the top of patella. Mark leg at this edge of the tape at the anterior, lateral, posterior, and medial aspects, and record the circumference on the line labeled top of patella 0 point. Finally, wrap the measuring tape around the leg with the top edge positioned at the gluteal fold. Mark leg at this edge of the tape at the anterior, lateral, posterior, and medial aspects, and record the circumference on the line labeled gluteal fold. Now that we have established the landmarks for the garment, we locate the circumference measurement positions on the lateral aspect of the leg. Starting at the 0 point on the lateral aspect of bottom of patella, make a mark every 5 centimeters, moving down the leg, until you reach the ankle bend. In this example, we stop at 35 centimeters because the 40 centimeter line would fall below the mark we made for the ankle bend. Hold the tape against the contour of the leg. Do not press into any crevices as the garment will span these features. Repeat the process for the upper leg, starting at the 0 point on the lateral aspect of top of patella, and make a mark every 5 centimeters moving up the leg until you reach the gluteal fold. We are now ready to measure and record the garment lengths. Follow the contour of the skin with the tape, but do not press it down into any crevices if present. Measure up from the 0 point on the lateral aspect of the top of patella to make a mark on the lateral aspect of the gluteal fold, and record this measurement on the measuring form line A1. Repeat the process on the medial, posterior, and anterior aspects of the upper leg, and record the length measurements on their respective lines B1, C1, and D1. Now measure the distance between the marks on the lateral aspect of the top of the patella and bottom of patella, and record the knee space on line E. Please note that this measurement is always required even if you do not want to have straps over the knee on a LegAssist garment. Moving to the lower leg, measure down from the 0 point on the lateral aspect of the bottom of patella to the mark you made of the lateral aspect of the ankle bend, and record this measurement on the measuring form line A2. Repeat the process on the medial, posterior, and anterior aspects of the lower leg, and record the length measurements on their respective lines B2, C2, and D2. Measure the circumference of the leg at the 5 centimeter location above the top of patella 0 point. Record the value on the line labeled 5 centimeters in this circumference column. Measure the remaining circumferences between the top of patella and gluteal fold and record the values on the respective lines. Moving to the lower leg, measure the circumference of the leg 5 centimeters below the bottom of patella and record the value on the corresponding line. Measure the remaining circumferences between the bottom of patella and the ankle bend and record the values on the respective lines. You will not take a circumference measurement at the ankle bend as this was recorded on the first step of the measurement process. Moving to the foot, encircle the tape measure around the heel and the ankle bend and record the circumference on line I. Next, measure the circumference around the metatarsal heads and record the value on line J. Position the zero of the tape measure at the back of the heel. Measure the length to the first metatarsal head and record the value on line K. Finally, measure top of the foot from the third metatarsal head to the ankle bend and record this length on line M. Thanks for joining us for this edition of BiaCare TV. If you have further questions or concerns, feel free to give us a call or visit our website at BiaCare.com.